fanatics.
My fans, fanatics. You know, I watched an interview with Prince once. He said he didn't like the word fan because it was a derivative of fanatic, right? I don't want to call my fans fanatics, right? My fans are devoted. They are devoted. They are devoted to. My fans are devoted to, you know. The people who love my music are devoted. I mean,
Why
they
do you think that is?
I think that I think you would have to ask them why they're devoted. But if I had to guess, I would think part of it is, you know, I'm making music, and I say this all the time from the stage. I'm making music that makes me feel or reminds me of the vibe that I was, you know, the vibe of the music that I was listening to when I was growing up. You know, I'm making that music. And when you listen to my albums, you know, there's a lot of R&B nostalgia, you know, in my records. So you hear little bits and pieces of influences from everybody from, you know, the Gap Band to Maze to Earth, Wind and Fire to Luther to Anita to, you know, I mean, it's all of that. I'm making music in that tradition, and I don't know that. And there are my contemporaries as well, like you know, Jill and Anthony. You know, Jasmine Sullivan is doing great work. There are those of us who are holding the charge, you know, for that music, and people appreciate that. You know, people appreciate that. They appreciate that. They appreciate that we are paying homage to. It's like our music, and you know, this music. It means something, you know. And for my music in particular, talking about love, there's an authenticity to it. A lot of care goes into making. A lot of care goes into writing. A lot of care goes into what the message is behind the song. I had somebody tell me the other day they hear the care, they hear the love that goes into making them. I love the music, right? So it's important to me, and I feel like I feel like one of the things that people who love my music, one of the things that they get is that I know that they know that it's important to me. I know they know that it is important to me, and I think they love me for that. Like, dude, I'm not just trying to give you anything. I'm not just trying to get a check. Although I like checks, I'm not just trying to do that, right? I'm trying to create a legacy, a body of work that stands the test of time, right? You heard the first time you heard "Share My Life" was in 2000. Oh, "Share My Life" was 2010. "Share My Life" was 2010. That's the first time you heard that song. People still talking about that song, right? They want that song performed at their wedding, you know. So I'm trying to make a timeless quality, not taking you for granted. My fans, the people who love my music group, you know, they grew up listening to Luther and listening to Patty and you know, so I can't just. I'm not gonna just come with anything, you know. That's why historically there is always a gap, you know, between my albums, because I'm, you know, the songwriting process and making music is precious. You know, it's precious. So my fans are devoted to me, and I'm devoted to my fans. I don't take it for granted. Don't nothing happen without y'all. appreciate you. Mean it. Yeah, I do, really. Yeah. Did you get these shoes? Just kidding. Just kidding.